Hi, everyone. Okay, so today is day 3 of STEAM. All right, and today is the day that we are going to finalize our script. All right, we also are going to take a little bit of time to go over our movie and the requirements of our movie. And then, if we have time today, we will take a little bit of time to start filming. But the main focus of today will be finalizing our script. All right. Okay, so let's kind of talk about what that means for you. Okay, so today we're going to basically review all of the project requirements. So that includes the requirements for the script. Also, we'll talk about like filming and special effects and like action that you can incorporate into your video. We also have our peer review activity, and that'll actually be the main thing that we will do today. That'll take a bulk of our time. And then if we have time, we'll go over like finishing touches and tips for that. Okay. So let's do a review right now. We're going to rewatch the original zombie attack movie just as a refresher for what we're working towards. Okay. So we're going to take a peek here and we'll watch this once more.
It was a normal February day. Sun was shining, the birds were chirping, until something changed. Zombies! Zombies started coming from everywhere, and nobody knew where they were coming from. What can we do? I know who could save us. Bot Annie. We need Bot Annie to be programmed to get rid of all the zombies. Once again, the world is saved thanks to Bot Annie.
All right, so there is our refresher. Okay. So that is our final goal. Okay. So quick question for all of you, just as a recap. What did Bot Annie do in the video? So Bot Annie did something. What was that thing? Okay. So yes, very good. Bot Annie saved the world from zombies, saved the town from zombies. Bot Annie got rid of all the zombies. Okay, so Bot Annie did a thing. Okay, so just when you're finalizing your script today, keep in mind that's definitely going to be an expectation for your movie. Okay, so Bot Annie has to participate in an action. All right. So let's talk a little bit more about these requirements. All right. So we are all working for 5s. Okay. There's no doubt in my mind that you can obtain a 5. We've been spending a lot of time on this project, so I think you will all be very well prepared to get 5s across the board. So just for a refresher for all of you, and you'll have access to this on Google Classroom. Okay. So Bot Annie moves through the map easily and turns 4 or more times. Okay, so that's the requirement for movement, and you will get a 5 if Bot Annie is able to do those things. Your map needs to have multiple 3D structures. The setting is easily identifiable, so that means like if it's a city, then I should be able to look at it and be like, oh, that's a city. Or if it's a house, I should be able to look at it and be like, oh, that's somebody's house. Okay. And remember the 9 sheets of paper. Okay. So it needs to be at least 9 sheets of paper in square footage. Okay. And then your story needs to make sense. Basically, that means it needs to contain a beginning, middle, and an end. And writing has been spell checked and reviewed, which we will be doing that today. All right. 3s, Bot Annie doesn't bump into anything and turns at least twice. Map is identifiable, at least 6 papers, and attempts to tell a story with beginning, middle, and end. So I don't think any of you are going to get 1s. I think at this point you are all demonstrating that you are going to do well and at least get 3s and 5s. Okay. So the question here is, what 2 things are due today? Well, I'm changing the script just a little bit, and we are just going to focus on making sure that our final script is done. Okay, so that is like the first thing, priority. That's what we're going to finish. Okay, final script. All right. If we have time, we will start our Flipgrid video, but it is not due today. It'll be due at the end of the week. Okay, so when we meet again on Thursday and Friday, you will start your Flipgrid video and the filming. Okay, and then reflection paper, that's something you're going to do after your video is complete, and I will give you instructions for that, but don't worry about it just yet. Okay. So let's review what makes a good script. All right, so here is the example script that we have been working from, okay? So what things did the writer do to make this look like a script, right? Well, a few things here. It says script at the top. There's a lot of words in italics, okay? The characters' names are in bold. There's spacing in between, like actions and dialogue, okay? So all of these things make this document look like a script and read like a script, okay? So we have one more question here, okay? What things did the writer do to make this interesting? Okay, so it was well worth our while to sit here for about 2 minutes and watch the zombie attack movie. So what made it interesting? Why was it interesting? Well, there was some action. Okay, it started calm, all right, with calm music, and then by the end, there was Indiana Jones music playing. Okay, so there was dialogue between multiple characters, so that made it interesting. There was a very clear beginning, middle, and end. Okay, so let's start talking about peer review. Okay, all right, here we go. So, how to peer review. All right, I'm gonna walk you through the steps, and I'm going to walk you through them very carefully and slowly. Okay, so you will do all your peer review today through Padlet. Okay, and before you access this Padlet here, all right, there is a step you need to take. Okay, so what I would like you to do right now is go to your Google Drive, okay? And in your Google Drive should be your script, okay? And it should kind of pop up similar to this. I only have the teacher view, so it will look a little bit different. But essentially, you should have your script in front of you in a Google Doc, okay? And what you're going to do is you're basically going to change the settings, okay? let's see here, of your Google Doc, okay? So I'm gonna open up the Alyssa's script is a perfect example here. So I'm gonna open up the link, okay? And you should already have, like, your script should already look like this, okay, in your Google Drive, all right? You need to make sure you find it in your Google Drive, all right? Those of you who posted it to Google Classroom, if it's in Google Classroom, you should have a copy of it in your drive, okay? So you need to make sure you go and find that right now, okay? So I'll give you a second to make sure you find your document. So I hope that, you can use like a keyword like Bot Annie script or Bot Annie or your name. Maybe not your name. Your name would probably pop up on a lot of stuff. But maybe the title of your script would be helpful, okay? So what you need to do is go up in the top right-hand corner, okay? And you're gonna click share, okay? And this will pop up here, okay? So right here, it says restricted. Only people added can open with this link, okay? So you need to change that setting. So we're gonna change link to San Juan Unified School District. So we're gonna click here, okay? So now it says San Juan Unified School District, and then we're gonna click on, it says viewer. We wanna make it into commenter, okay? All right, once it says San Juan Unified School District and commenter, then we're gonna copy link, okay? And that is when we're gonna head back over here to our Padlet. We're gonna open up our Padlet. And our Padlet's gonna pop up, okay? And so you see at the bottom, okay, there is a lot of scripts already posted in this third column, and this is where you are gonna post your script. So you're gonna click on the plus button right here, okay? And it's gonna pop up with a title and a write something. So I'm gonna post, maybe I'm gonna probably misspell her name incorrectly. So let me spell her first name. There we go. Okay, so Alyssa K, and then I'm gonna click the link button here, okay? And I'm going to put the link that I copied in that link box, okay? So now Alyssa's script is gonna pop up right here, okay? So now everyone has access to her script, okay? We can look at her script and read through it, all right? So you're gonna make sure you do those steps, okay? So find your Google Doc, make sure you update sharing settings, and then you're gonna post into this third column on Padlet, okay? Now, the next step is the peer review part. So you're gonna go scroll through and you're gonna find a script that is not your own, okay? And you're gonna click on it. So I'm gonna click on Nika's here. And I'm gonna read her script. And so it's titled script, says the show begins, narrator is titled here, everybody starts running, and the winner of the race is Annie, congratulations. Okay, so I want to comment on Nika's script here. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna click right here, the little box with the 3 lines, okay? And I want to add a comment, okay? So for whatever reason, it's not letting me add a comment. I was able to add one yesterday. So let me reply to my comment from, oh, probably because I've already commented on it. So let's do this. So let me highlight here, and then I'm gonna add a comment, add comment, okay? And I'm gonna say, please underline and bold, okay? So that is my one piece of advice that I'm giving Nika, okay? Now I need to comment on two things that I like about her script. So another way you can add a comment is just by this little blue plus button here, okay? So let's see here. I'm gonna say, I love that it takes place at school, okay? And I'm gonna leave that comment here. And then I need to write one more positive comment about this script. So let's see here. I'm gonna tell Nika that I love running. I do. And so that is why I picked her script. So I'm gonna leave that comment here. Okay, so now I have peer reviewed Nika's script. Okay, I am going to close out of her script and then bring me back to my Padlet. All right, and that is the peer review portion of today's class. Okay, so we're going to take a little bit of time right now to do that. All right, I'm going to give you 10 minutes. Okay. So let's set up the timer here. All right, so 10 minutes has begun. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and mute myself so you can work in peace. All right, so if you have any questions, you can put them in the chat, okay? All right, everyone, so that was 10 minutes. And at this point, your script should be pretty much finalized, okay? And you should have taken this time to comment on other students' scripts as well, okay? Those of you who asked questions during that 10 minutes, I hope I was able to answer them. And at this point, we're gonna move on, okay? So back over here to our Pear Deck, we are going to kind of take a quick moment to think, okay? After looking over other students' scripts, is there anything that you want to add or change to yours? Okay, like maybe a great idea or a good song choice or music or a special effect that you thought would be cool, that would work well with your video. So now is the time to make those changes, okay? Because by the end of today, well, this is going to be finalized and we are moving on, okay? All right, so in order to start filming, okay, your script will be finalized, okay? And we will be using Flipgrid to record and upload our movie, okay? So if you know how to use other video editing programs, then you can, by all means, make your video on that and then upload it to Flipgrid, okay? You can't do very many effects on Flipgrid, but you can use filters, play music, and things like that to make your video more interesting. And then remember, you can re-record your video several times, okay? So you have opportunities to, if you make a mistake, you can try again, okay? And then like have fun with it, be creative. Don't take it too seriously as far as like it has to be perfect, okay? It just we're looking for creativity, effort, those requirements we talked about earlier in the lesson, okay? All right, so your assignment today, okay? Revise your script, which we just did. Okay, so check, that's done, okay? 2 is prepare. So you need to make sure that your map is prepared and ready to go for filming, okay? That also means that you need to have your bot Annie ready to move through your map. I hope at this point, because we gave you ample opportunity last week to program your robot to go through your map or your scene, okay? So that should already be done, all right? And so now it is time to film, okay? Film and submit your movie on Flipgrid, okay? So today you are turning in your script, okay? And you are going to begin your video. I think at this point we might be running a little short on time for you to finish your video, but you can at least begin filming. And then if you're able to wrap it up, great, awesome. But we will finalize your video, finalize your movie on Thursday and Friday this week. Okay. So at this point, does anybody have any questions? All right, I'm going to take a little bit of time to answer questions in the chat. Just a quick little recap here. I'm going to bump back over to this slide for those of you who want to start working on your movie. If you click this screen here, this slide here, okay, that is going to take you to the Flipgrid page where you will upload your video for, it's the final 6th and 7th grade Bot Annie videos, okay? So that is how you access the Flipgrid link, okay? This will be posted on Google Classroom as well, so you will have access to this. Happy script writing and happy filming, everyone. All right, I will take some time to answer questions. Those of you who are done with your script and want to get filming, you are dismissed and you can go ahead and start working on that now, okay? All right, if you have questions, stick around and I will answer them for you.